Hello everybody, it's Marvell here. I'm back again with a new video. I hope everybody is doing well. It's Sunday, so happy Sunday. Thank you for coming back again to watch my video. I really appreciate it. So if this is your first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn the notification bell so when I release a video like this, you'll be notified. And welcome back to all of my existing subscribers and thank you for your support. It really means a lot to me. So let me give a shout out to all my recent subscribers, everybody that has recently subscribed to the channel. It really means a lot. And thank you guys. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for this channel so far. So without enough of that, let's jump right into today's subject. So today I really wanted to talk more about giving you tips, especially those of you that haven't been back in the country for so long and things to expect and what you should and should not do. So the purpose of this video is to help you mainly not to get hustled out of from this airport agent, because some of them have the intention to, especially if they know you're not sure what's going on, it could be revolve around numerous things. It could be like money wise and all these things. So number one, remember to take the yellow fever card with you. That's one thing you don't want to forget. Of course, that's not the reason why they will put you back on an airplane and fly you back from where you come from. But people will try to get at least $30 to $50 out of your pockets because you didn't bring them, okay? They always try to make it a big deal. And I'm telling you this from experience. Last year in October, I went back to the Congo and I forgot to bring my yellow fever card with me. And I didn't realize until I got there. And this one guy pulled me into the office and, we were talking. He showed me the list of all the penalty, like how much money you were supposed to pay if you didn't bring your yellow card. And I ended up paying something like $35. It didn't really seem like a big deal, but if you could save $35, I mean, most of us, at least when we go to Kinshasa, we usually spend more money than we make, right? So saving $35 can be significant, so it's just something to keep in mind. So number two is going to be more like, I always advise people to connect with someone. I mean, if you don't know anybody that works through the airport that can help you out with your baggages and all these other things and potentially protect you from these other guys who will always come around with the stress of the travel. You've been on an airplane for so long and people coming from all different directions and trying to offer you to carry your bags for a certain amount of money. Don't just do that because I'm pretty sure if you've been outside of the Congo for so long, no matter where you live, you may not master the currency that well. So you may think $50 is not a big deal, but trust me, giving away $50 because somebody has carried your bag, it's too much money. Let's just put it that way, okay? So you always want to make sure when you connect with somebody that works at the airport, that person can also help you out. The moment your plane lands, they can go and collect your bags for you. So by the time you finish all the immigration processes to get your visa, or if you're still a Congolese citizen, to just go through the airport smoothly and grab your bag, get in the car and just take off. And I'm telling you this, like I said, from an experience. And one more thing, one of my buddies here in the US who I have a friend that he used to work with at RVA, he still works there, and he connected me with him. Basically, I took a picture of myself, I sent to him so he knew what I looked like. So when I got there, he was there, so he made sure that I was, he saw me, and I handed him all the baggages tickets that I had. So by the time I was going through the immigration, so he was able to collect all the bags for me and put it to the side, right? And I mean, it really was so helpful, and it gave me a peace of mind rather than, coming out of the finishing with the immigration and going to stand there waiting for your bags. I mean, that's when you have people coming towards you and with the carts and offering you to carry your bags for a certain amount of money. It's just so chaotic. And people always have bad intentions. When you come from a different country and they're pretty sure they have a really good idea about you, You may haven't forgotten like the local currency when you're in Kinshasa, right? Just keep those things in mind, and it will really help you get certain things out the way by the time you get out the airport, so you'll find yourself not having like $100 that you could have used for, you know, many important things when you're out there. All right, so those are the two main things that I highly recommend you to, you know, consider. And this is going to take us to the number 3. Okay, we all know, maybe you've seen the traffic, you've seen all these other things on TV. That's cool, but let me tell you, if you can't handle the traffic, okay? I remember last time when like they were still building the roads and stuff like that. I landed right around, I believe it was 7 p.m. The drive from the airport to the location where I was staying at, it was at least a 30 or 35 minutes drive. But I guarantee you that ride ended up taking us somewhere between 3.5 to 4 hours to just get there. The traffic was so outrageous, and trust me, I almost lost my mind. And I remember just trying my best to sleep and just wake up there, but unfortunately I couldn't fall asleep. So traffic is one of the things that you should expect when you're moving there. And especially recently with the transportation system, so they have motorcycles and stuff like that. Sometimes like I had to get on a motorcycle, not because I didn't have any other means of transportation, just because sometimes I needed to be at one place at a certain time, and I'm in the car either with a friend, and we're driving and we get caught in traffic, and I have to make it there at a certain time of the day. So what I will basically do and be like, hey man, I'm getting on a motorcycle, you just come and meet me there. And that really happened a lot, okay? And you should also have your options always available, always be flexible, because you may need to get on a motorcycle. Yes, it's dangerous. If we're always afraid of something, then we will never get anything done, right? Because even driving cars, I mean, there are disadvantages and, you know, that comes with it. I mean, you could always get into a car accident. Nobody actually gets out of their house wish that they get into a car accident, right? But it always happens. It could be somebody else's mistake, but as long as you get into that car accident, it's called an accident, okay? So those are the things that you should keep in mind. So remember, you may need to get on a motorcycle to move from point A to point B, depending on the traffic during that time of the day, okay? Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna be moving around, going to see your friends, your old friends, your family members, and things like that. And especially living here in the diaspora for so long, and you want to go to visit for a couple of weeks or a couple of days or a month or whatever the case may be, always keep in mind that the transportation system is not going to be the same as it is here in the US. So just something that you should keep in mind, okay? And I also advise you to connect with someone. It could be a family member, but you also have to pay attention. Sometimes family members can also try to hustle a couple dollars out of your pocket, especially not knowing exactly like what the currency is. I really had a pretty good idea after a couple of years before I returned. I still had some difficult times trying to figure out like the local currency and the US dollars and stuff, but because I was always you know, surrounded by good people and the people that I can trust, so they never try to like exchange the US dollars with the local currency to give me less money. None of them has taken advantage of me that way. But then within a couple of days, I kind of like knew like the differences in currency and things of that nature. So getting somebody locally, whether it's a friend or a family member, generally speaking, it has to be somebody that you can trust. So that person literally can take you places and, you know, and help you exchange the money if you wanted to spend it on something else. That's another thing you should keep in mind. Just don't listen to all these other people, because they know you're from America or from Europe or wherever you're from. They know you have money, all right? That's the perception that everybody, most of our family members or friends unfortunately have, thinking that if you're coming from America, you have a lot of money, which is not always the case. But it's something you should expect, okay? And I know sometimes, you know, after all these years, you want to spend good time with friends, you want to spend good time with family, kind of like, you know, get caught up after so many years. You can give him a treat here, you know, a treat here and there. There isn't always, you know, an issue with that, but just keep in mind, because people nowadays, they will try to take advantage of you, especially if you don't know, you know, what's going on around you, if you're not cognizant of certain things that you should have known. You know what I'm saying? Also, remember, I know with the curfew and everything going on right now due to the third wave of COVID-19, so they have, like, you know, allowed certain time you should be allowed to, you know, go out there. I don't know what activities most of you are interested in, but it depends, like, what your social life is like. Like me personally, I'm more of like a regular guy who literally hang out in many local places. I don't really go too crazy on things like that, because on the top of, like, you know, going to have fun and just spending time with friends and family, I also have my own personal things on my life, you know, that I'm trying to implement, and maybe tomorrow, who knows, if everything works out, might move back for good, and I'm still working on that, right? But yeah, I mean, those are the things that you should keep in mind when you're traveling to Kinshasa. Don't let anybody fool you, okay? So the airport is the most important part that you should consider, because people at the airport, they're just as vicious as they can get. Just be careful with them, all right? So thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. So if this is, again, your first time, make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notification posts, so when I release a video like this, you'll be notified. And thank you for your support one more time. I can't thank you guys enough. You really means a lot to this channel. And stick around, because in 2 days from now, I am flying to Kinshasa. We're gonna have great times. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm looking forward to releasing those videos as soon as I get there, because there is a lot to talk about. There is a lot of stories to be told. And until the next one, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.